It's HYLN video time. I'm responding to a comment where they want me to create a table summarizing the evolution of Carno milestones, perhaps sourced from HYLN's video slides and or presentations. So yeah, we got ourselves a summary table here, sourced from their slideshows, and I also listened to their Q&A feedback, because that's where they give unscripted feedback, but most of it stays pretty consistent. A few of them do kind of change and slide a little bit. Q2 2023 in their presentation, first half of 2023, unveil initial scale of the model Carno units. There's also stuff in the earlier presentations about talking about kicking off Hypertruck Carno powertrain unit for ride and drive events. That got obviously scrapped. Kick off early fleet trials, complete vehicle certifications, begin start of production vehicle. That also went to the wayside with the strategic shift. But this first milestone, that stays consistent. First half of 2023, introduced Carno generator in Hypertruck Carno. First half of 2023, began Carno generator unit testing. In an earlier presentation, there was mention of stationary generator unit testing, and that was later removed. Second half of 2023, provide power back to grid using Carno generator in Ohio facility. Second half of 2023, begin design releases for beta development. Second half of 2023, and this is where you see things start to kind of change in their milestone slides from quarter to quarter. Announce early deployment customers, and initially the asterisk was not there, and then they added the asterisks, and I think on one slide the asterisk disappeared again. First half of 2024, complete beta development finished in second half of 2024. This did change because it first starts off complete stationary beta development. Stationary is still there. Then it changes to complete beta development, and then it later changes to be complete beta development on track. So it starts sliding there, but eventually they complete beta development. Second half of 2024, launch early field deployments on track, but that was something that also shifted. It was stationary power gen. They got rid of that. It was just launch early field deployments, and then later it changed to on track. Fourth quarter 2024, deliver first customer units with the asterisks at the end of it. Approximately, and this is on their latest slide presentation for Q4 2024, there's just a bullet point mentioning milestones, and then there's a whole slide dedicated to the 2025 roadmap. They did not have a slide dedicated to milestones because they finished them all. So now they have a roadmap. And on the roadmap, it said deliver 10 early adopter customer units, second half of 2025, commercialized 200 kilowatt generator. And in their Q&A section, the most recent one, They mentioned that the first early adopter unit is going to the United States Navy, but that ship is currently being built, and you cannot put a generator on that's already built on a ship that is currently being built. You have to wait for the ship to be finished, and then you put the generator in it. In the year before that, Q4 2023, they introduced Govey. He's the chief commercial officer. In February 2024, performance stock units would vest on a certain price threshold between $2 and $3 a share for a 30-day trading average. In April of 2024, there is a new patent filed for the Hypertruck because the previous one expired. In the second quarter 2024 Q&A, HYLN mentions that they will be producing for 2024 single-digit unit of Carnos. And the analysts that they're going back and forth with, is it in the low single digits? Is it in the high single digits? In 2025, in that same QA session, HYLN mentions that they'll be making low double-digit millions in revenue. Govey purchases 10,000 shares at $1.50 in June of 2024. Then he purchases another 30,000 shares at $1.92 on September 11th, 2024. During a microcap conference, HYLN mentions that there are some Fortune 200 companies that are interested. No one knows who they are in the public. We can only guess and speculate. Third quarter 2024 Q&A, there's mention in 2025, HYLN is going to ship several dozen units next year. Next year would be this year in 2025. And on November 20th, Jeffrey Craig, he purchases 50,000 shares at $2.95, and that causes the stock price to jump significantly for a temporary period of time, but now it's back down below the $2 mark. But yeah, that's a table summarizing Milestones. You can see them introducing it, beginning unit testing, showing a use case of, hey, it actually works. They have to do beta development, which goes down to basically writing out, removing Libertine from the equation, because I'm sure that's something having to do with the Department of Defense. They don't want like any foreign technology in this generator. So they had to do some extra work, and that pushed things out. That's my guess. Then you announce early deployment customers, but the frustrating thing is the public doesn't, I mean, they're showcasing, like, we have LOIs for these companies, but you don't know if it's them or if it's someone else, and then they're citing Fortune 200 companies, and the public doesn't know. They complete the beta development, and now they're launching early field deployments. So it sounds like there's at least another 3 months of additional testing. And also, when I'm listening to the presentations, it sounded like there's also some wiggle room to incorporate feedback in that timeline as well for the 2025 year. But it sounds like they want to ramp up production by the end of the year. But I guess the kind of the market is, it's kind of dipping down right now because there's some changes happening in the government, and of course investors are all kind of flipping out about it, and the market is probably thinking this is another ERX 2.0, but in reality, this time things are different, because it's not a truck, it's a stationary generator that you can put on a ship, or maybe in a car one day. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching.